Is it back on? Okay. What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought before the camera died. Unconstitutional, right? Okay, because there was no congressional oversight to it, right? He sent Monroe and Livingston over there by himself, on his own, without consulting from Congress, without consulting from anybody, actually. And he did this, why? We just talked about it. Why did he initiate trying to purchase New Orleans in that area? Talked about it 6 minutes ago. Who owned New Orleans?
The French.
The French. Okay.
And we didn't want them to get control. We didn't want them to invade our already existing colonies.
Well, they weren't, our
Well,
fledgling
states.
country. All right. And why else?
So the farmers in the South would have their trade.
So they could get their stuff out. Let's look at the map again here. Okay. Because these guys had a problem getting stuff and exporting, right? Receiving and exporting. Simply because of what?
Mountains. Appalachians.
The mountain range there. All right. And down south is passable, but what is down here? What's all in here? Swamps. So it's a little bit difficult. That's your homework. So we'll go to that in a second. All right. Talking about the constitutionality of this whole thing. Was there any domestic opposition to this purchase? Do you guys know? Did anybody at home oppose what Jefferson was doing? Okay, Jefferson got called a hypocrite by a lot of folks at the time because of this. Because Jefferson was a constructivist. Jefferson did believe in strict adherence to the Constitution. And Jefferson, on some level, believed this was not the right thing to do, but was necessary because of the intelligence he was getting at the time, based on French military activities, that he had to do this in order to preserve the sovereignty of the United States and clear the French out of that area and allow us to do what we needed to do, which would be expand westward. So he was called a hypocrite by a lot of folks because he kind of violated everything that he believed in with a small federal government giving very broad general guidance, and he kind of created a machine. A couple other things that came out of this. Because the expansion happened so quickly, once the purchase was completed, and we spread all into here, banking systems weren't really in place, as you guys can imagine. All right, Jefferson also violated what he believed in, and he instituted a bunch, by bunch because I don't know exactly how many, but he instituted quite a few federal banks throughout this area down into the Republic of Texas and some other areas. Now, those banks are obviously against what he believed in too, because he didn't believe in a strong central government. But those banks actually stuck around, and the banks that were on the eastern seaboard took advantage of the situation, and they were all abolished by Andrew Jackson in, I think it was 93, but anyway, one way or another. All right, your homework is right there. Read the pages, finish answering the questions, and it's due Monday. Anybody have any questions? Anybody got anything? Saved rounds? Nothing? Everybody good?
All good.
All right, thanks for your attention.